All right, everyone, welcome back to Crypto Brain. Today we're analyzing Toshi, with particular focus on the developing partnership alignment with WLFI and what this could mean for future price expansion. As always, we will approach this from a structured, professional market perspective, not from emotion, but from probability and positioning. Beginning with the core overview, Toshi continues to establish itself within the meme-driven digital asset sector. However, what differentiates this phase from earlier cycles is the shift toward strategic alignment. The reference to partnership with WLFI is not simply a branding exercise, it signals directional intent. When a meme-oriented asset begins forming external alliances, especially with recognized ecosystem participants, the market narrative begins to mature. Partnerships introduce perceived legitimacy. They also expand network exposure, which is critical for liquidity scaling. Looking at the structural positioning, the partnership discussion suggests integration at an ecosystem level rather than superficial promotion. If WLFI alignment involves technical collaboration, liquidity access, shared infrastructure, or strategic development support, then this materially changes the growth trajectory. From a valuation standpoint, partnerships function as catalysts. They alter forward expectations. Markets are forward-looking mechanisms. Price does not move solely on current fundamentals, but on anticipated expansion. When traders identify credible partnership alignment, capital often begins positioning ahead of visible impact. Now, examining price behavior in conjunction with this narrative, we observe volatility consistent with speculative anticipation. Expansion phases followed by consolidation indicate that market participants are reacting to evolving information. Importantly, consolidation after bullish expansion is often a constructive technical signal, suggesting absorption rather than immediate rejection. The bullish thesis here rests on several structured pillars. First, credibility expansion. WLFI alignment introduces external validation, which meme sector assets often lack in early stages. Second, liquidity potential. Partnerships can open access to new user bases, exchanges, or infrastructure, indirectly increasing trading participation. Third, narrative acceleration. In digital asset markets, perception drives velocity. Strategic collaborations amplify visibility, and visibility amplifies inflows. However, professional discipline requires clarity. A partnership does not automatically guarantee exponential returns. The magnitude of impact depends on execution depth. Superficial announcements generate short-term spikes. Integrated collaboration generates sustainable revaluation. Looking at Toshi's broader structure, the asset retains strong community engagement. Community intensity remains a primary valuation driver in meme ecosystems. When partnership momentum aligns with active community support, momentum cycles tend to extend. The possibility of a high future pump must therefore be framed as conditional. For a significant expansion phase to materialize, three elements must align simultaneously. Sustained capital inflow beyond announcement-driven spikes, expansion of exchange accessibility and liquidity depth, continuation of broader crypto market bullish sentiment. If WLFI integration strengthens infrastructure while market conditions remain constructive, the probability of extended upside increases materially. It is also worth noting that as assets evolve from pure meme positioning towards strategic alignment, volatility patterns often shift. Instead of single impulse spikes, we begin to observe stepwise structural growth, higher lows, progressive breakouts, and consolidation above previous resistance. This is the transition phase that professional traders monitor closely. Risk calibration remains essential. Even with positive partnership alignment, Toshi remains a high beta asset. Position sizing must reflect volatility expectations. Exposure should be structured, not impulsive. From a macro perspective, when liquidity returns to the broader crypto market, speculative capital typically rotates first into high-visibility meme assets with active narratives. If WLFI partnership continues to build credibility, Toshi may position itself as a primary beneficiary of such rotation. To summarize the structural view, Toshi is evolving beyond isolated meme branding. WLFI partnership introduces credibility and expansion potential. Bullish continuation depends on execution depth and liquidity sustainability. Future pump potential exists, but only under aligned market conditions. The opportunity here lies not in blind optimism, but in recognizing early-stage structural shifts. If partnership integration deepens and market sentiment remains constructive, Toshi could transition into a significantly higher valuation phase. This has been a disciplined, forward-looking breakdown. If you appreciate composed, professional crypto analysis delivered without exaggeration, ensure you are subscribed to Crypto Brain. Until next time, remain analytical, remain disciplined, and position with structure rather than sentiment.